This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Cindy J Holbrook. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I am doing great, thank you. And how are you doing?
I am excellent. It's a great pleasure to connect with you, Cindy. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am what I call 90 miles from nowhere. I live in a small town in southern central California. And so I'm sort of halfway between Los Angeles, California, and Reno, Nevada, in middle of the Mojave Desert.
Yes, that is definitely... Yes, I can see that feeling like the middle of nowhere.
For California, definitely is middle of nowhere because we have to drive 90 miles to get to any city.
Yeah, definitely. Fun though, right? Because I'm guessing it's cooler in the place that you're.
Oh, no, it's hotter. It's the desert.
I'm trying here. I'm trying to build it up.
In the summer, it can get up to 120 degrees.
Oh my, there was one point when we were driving to Las Vegas. There were signs on the highway where they said, and it's the first time I ever saw the sign in all my drives. It said, your radiator may overheat. And I was like, what? And then we climbed through temperatures. It was crazy. Like, it actually dropped like 4 degrees while we were driving and then went right up again. Have you felt that? Have you gone through that already?
Oh, definitely. I definitely gone through that. Yes. Okay. Yes. And a matter of fact, where I live too, it's very interesting because, you know, some people think like right now it's wintertime. So we will get, at nighttime, we'll drop to like 20, 30 degrees. It snows periodically here, but we don't get enough rain for it to snow. But it does get pretty cold here. So like today, the low was 20 and the high was 60. So you can go, you know, it really varies.
Wow. Yeah, definitely fun. Sounds like fun. Well, do tell me, my friend, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
I would have to say confidence.
Love that. Who did you learn that from?
Life. I would just say the confidence to be me. I spent most of my life living my life for other people. And over the years, I have learned just to be confident in who I am. I teach online visibility to small business owners and entrepreneurs. And I actually found you through a colleague that we did a podcast together.
All right. Do you want to say that colleague's name or not?
Kim O'Neill.
Oh, there we go. So Kim is the person I met in LA, right? And she is just electric. We met her at Lake... I forgot the name of the lake, but it was super, super cool meeting her. Like, super cool. She danced. She was the energy. It was by a park, right? Echo Park. That's it. Yeah, and she's pretty amazing. Well, so, all right. So you're helping people with visibility. You've connected to a friend of mine. Why will you continue to repeat the skills that are necessary to help others with this?
To have confidence, skills to have confidence. Yeah. You know, people always think that confidence is something to be obtained, but, you know, confidence to me is just being willing to do something you're afraid of. And that's how you build your confidence. We always want to wait till we're confident to do something. But, you know, in life, we're taught from the time we're babies, we're taught to please everybody else. We're taught that we have to act a certain way, be a certain way. And then we grow up, especially if you're in a dysfunctional home like I was, you grow up thinking your entire life is only to please other people. And that makes you be very miserable. It brings down your confidence. It brings down your self-worth. And so to me, when I was 35 years old, I got my first coach. And that's what helped me even change and start being confident in who I am, is that God gave me the gifts, the talents he gave me for a reason, and I don't have to be like you, and he didn't put me here to please you. He put me here to share my gifts with the world. And so I'm denying so many people, if I don't have the confidence to share my gifts with the world, I'm denying my gifts, number one, and also I'm denying everybody I'm meant to serve the opportunity to learn and to grow because of what I have gone through.
I love that. I saw your neck moving there while you were talking. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. Love it. All right. Well, where's the best place for someone that's listening to connect with you, Cindy?
My website is cindyjholbrook.com.
Cindy J. Well, do tell us one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Again, it all goes. Okay. I'm a little bit lost, but that's okay.
It's okay. That happens to me sometimes. So you're good. Yeah. Let me go one more time. You're good.
I was waiting for another question.
Don't do that.
Earlier.
Yeah, don't do that.
I didn't say something because I was waiting for another question.
No, don't do that. We're having a conversation here. No, it's not scripted. Come on, have fun. You're so good at having fun with your confidence. All right, so let's go.
Yes, I am having fun. So if I don't know if you edit these, hopefully.
We could. Yeah, we could definitely edit. Yeah, so do tell me. I mean, what's one other thing that you've done? And it could be for fun, right? That you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Yeah. To me, consistently, what I have done is just always... There's a couple things, but I would have to say number one is focus on my own personal growth before anything else. My personal well-being, which is both, taking care of my mind, body, and spirit, and getting them all aligned with each other. Because I cannot make anybody else happy, and I can't help anybody else if I'm not taking care of myself first. And so I have done that consistently over the past 3 years, which has helped me increase my business, grow my business, and even increase my own visibility. 3 years ago, I was pretty afraid of video, and I'm doing video almost daily now. So, again, you grow the confidence. As I said earlier, being confident is being willing to do something you're afraid of doing. I was afraid of video, and so I started doing it, and I just kept practicing it until now I can talk to a camera and it doesn't faze me at all. I'm just me. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be me because the people that I'm meant to serve are going to like the real me, and if I try to be perfect, people are going to see through that because nobody's perfect.
Yeah, I love that. Just like when you just told me there, I hope you're editing these. Yeah, I love that. I love the naturalness of what that is because people connect with the truth. And I love your unskillful way of telling me I'm not asking the next question. That was great. It's the thing that will stick out the most. Yeah, I remember you now forever. Cindy J.
Forever.
Yeah, Cindy J. All right, my friend. Well, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me now invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Cindy J, what is your earliest childhood memory?
I'm trying to think of a pleasant one. As I said, I always say that the family I was raised in makes the word dysfunctional. So a lot of my first memories definitely are not good. But really and truly, if I have to say the very, very first memory, and it's not a good one, and hopefully it doesn't offend anybody, and that's a little bit what I'm afraid of. But I had been playing outside in the dirt all day long, and so I was really dirty. I was like 3 years old. My father came home, and he said, "Who is this?" I'm a white girl, and he said, "Who's this little black girl? I'm going to take her to the black family down the street." And so he picked me up and started to take me down the street, but this traumatized me. My father was not a good person. He mentally and physically abused me a lot. So that is really and truly my first memory. And so I was trying to think of a pleasant one versus something that wasn't so pleasant. I have over the years really reversed how I think of some of these things, which has helped me grow my own confidence too. Is, my father, there's so many different ways he could have done that, but I have just chosen, it is what it is, and all the stuff that happened to me is what made me who I am today. So without all the adversity that I experienced from my father, all the abuse that I experienced from my father, I would not be who I am today. So that is my earliest childhood memory.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Yes, you may.
I love the fact that confidence really sticks out like a white child in a black family, first of all. And we can say that comically, in terms of from a visual perspective. But I'm really intrigued, though, how things work for our confidence. When we started this conversation, you said that some people say, hey, first you have to have the confidence and then you'll be able to do the thing. No.
Right.
You said it's actually being able to do the thing when you do not have the confidence. And the imagery for me in that picture is that you were not a black person and you were put face to face with a scenario where you would never be a black person. But the confidence that was necessary to exist in that space, again, we're metaphorically speaking here, right? Because this black and white can then be emulated on, I want to swim, but I'm afraid of water. I want to do a business, but I'm afraid that I will fail. Again, metaphorically, it's beautiful to me that you're this person now who has taken that away and said, I am going to be who I know I am. That's great. That's great. Well done.
Yes. Well, thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. Thanks for being super, super honest. Love it. Amazing audience. Again, you're hearing it live from Cindy J. Do check her out. Cindy, if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song was Imagine by the Beatles. Again, it goes with creativity and it goes with confidence because you can imagine anything. And the beauty of it is whenever you sit there and you imagine, whether it's you imagine yourself being married to the perfect partner, or you imagine yourself being a business owner, or you imagine yourself going skydiving, our imagination is so great. And whenever we imagine something, it actually helps us increase our confidence, and it gives us ideas on how to make the things we imagine real.
Love it, Cindy J. We've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cindy J, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No one in particular. I share my skills to everybody that I can with.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, more than 8.
Cindy J, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Cindy J. Holbrook, what would you say that is?
Your life is your choice. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you react to that stuff, and this is how you create a life of your choosing.
I love it. Just like that little girl, right? Who couldn't decide what would happen, but definitely now decides who she is going to be. Confident. I would switch it to Confident J, instead of Cindy J. Confident J. I love it. I love it. Again, Cindy, this was such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Just be willing to go out there and do things that you've been afraid to do in the past. Know that whenever you do that, your confidence grows, your visibility grows, and you grow as the person you are. And this is really and truly the path to living a life of your choice.
And Jay, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
A pleasure I treasure.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.